Hey everyone, thecreationguys here. I have some fantastic news. I have exceeded 1,000 plus subscribers. That means over 1,000 people are subscribed to my channel, thecreationguys. And wow, I never thought I'd reach that in this short amount of time. When I first started YouTube, I had no clue, no idea. I mean, my intentions were just to reply to some person's page, and I couldn't have done that without making an account, and led me into all this, this ministry. So, praise God. I want to thank all you subscribers. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Big thanks to VenomFangX for help promoting me, and all of you for spreading my videos around and commenting and just being active and showing your support. I really appreciate it. I really do. I kind of feel bad because I look at some other channels and people make thank you videos for every 10 subscribers they get on their channel. And this is the first video I've made remotely thanking any of my subscribers, or all of them. So I feel a little bad about that. I hope you don't mind. Let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to describe a little bit about myself. I've been tagged in a video by Through Faith Alone. It's a YouTube user, goes by Through Faith Alone. And so in this game you talk about yourself. You give away 5 things about yourself, and then at the very end you pass it on or tag 5 other people you'd like to do the same thing. So let me start with number 1. What in the world does thecreationguys mean? Well, Z stands for Zach, my first name, Cougar, my last name, and 88, the year I was born. What got me into all this YouTubing? Well, I had this professor in my sophomore year of college, an English professor, and she was a very liberal feminist. And she liked to promote her feminist views in her class, which she had every right, and I liked her class. However, of course I tried to write on my papers trying to convert her to Christianity. And the topic of the class was sex, actually, out of all things. And I chose that class. I figured it was an easy A, it sounded like a class that idiots would take. So I took it, and I actually ended up really liking the class. It was more like group therapy than an actual class. You just sat there and talked about feminist things, and you wrote papers such as define the B word, what does it mean to you, that kind of stuff. So anyways, I focused all my papers on Christianity, what God had to say in the Bible, and trying to convert my professor over to Christianity as well as the rest of the class. And I would challenge her in front of the class because she would make comments like, all paths lead to the same place, the Bible's corrupt, porn is okay, it's okay to be homosexual, it's okay to wife swap or husband swap or whatever. So, of course, I didn't agree with her on just about anything. But she told us one day that she had a YouTube account, and she wanted the class to check it out and tell her what we thought about her videos and Book in Progress. She's a writer, and she had us read a couple of her books, one of them that she's already done and another one that was in progress, and she wanted our feedback. So we did. And anyway, I checked out her YouTube, and I so wanted to comment on her videos and on her channel and stuff, and I didn't have an account, so I created one. And that's what started my whole thecreationguys account. And, I'm sorry, thecreationguys isn't that creative. I thought you could go back and change it whenever you wanted. But I was wrong, so I'm kind of stuck with it. So I know it's not very creative, guys, but that's what it is, and I actually kind of like it. But where does thecreationguys come from? Well, I told you what it meant, but it came from my email account, because my email account is thecreationguys as well, in case you didn't know that. What are my favorite colors? Well, I like blue, and I like green. I think I like more shades of blue than I do green, so I'll just go with blue. Somewhere between blue and green, whatever. I played tennis all throughout high school. Was number 1 actually. 3 out of 4 years I was there. So I'm pretty good at tennis. I like tennis a lot, and I like bowling. I like football. I'm not really built for football, but I was a good tight end my freshman year in high school. I could run fast, I could throw the ball, and I could catch the ball. So there's actually a funny story to that. My one of my football coaches was actually my 7th grade science teacher. And I used to give him a hard time. I won't tell you why, but I gave him a hard time, and then when it came to high school freshman football, let's just say he got me back. He would set all the big linebackers against me. You know, I would be like the target practice. He would say, okay, now tackle Zach. You know, or he'd make me do extra push-ups or run extra laps just because he felt like it. I enjoy movies. Now, that is one thing I really like. I actually last night, or I should say this morning, 12 a.m., I went and saw The Dark Knight, Batman #2. That was one of the best movies I've ever seen. One of the best. I highly recommend you go see that movie if you haven't already. I'm probably going to go see it again tonight because my little brother hasn't seen it, and I said, I'll go see it again. It's long. I think it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes long, almost 3 hours. It started at 12 a.m. and ended around 2:45 a.m. Yeah, that's early. And I didn't get home until like 3:30, something like that. And I had to work the next morning, which was this morning, 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.